Hi all, it's Wise here. I know I'm a little early. I've done my cleansing ritual of my cards. I am using the Arcanum cards tonight. There we are. I'm sorry if you can hear noise from outside. It's not intended, it's not my noise. It's the noise from the kids outside. They always seem to be making noise when I'm busy. Right. I think I can sit back and pull my table back a bit further. So while I'm waiting for everyone to come in, I'll put my crystals out a little bit more. Amethyst. Some quartz. Pinnacle. Prior selenite. What else shall I have? My citrine. My fool's gold. Okay. I will close this window because they are starting to get on my nerves now, and they've drawn the attention of the dog, who will no doubt bark at them. I'll just lay the cards out there. Right. Okay. Due to the UK Consumer Act, there's things I can say and what I can't say. Hello, Jen. There is no one else here. That's just me and you at the moment, because I have changed the time, and I've had to, because otherwise I'll end up falling asleep. So, due to the UK Copyright Consumer Act, I've got to say everybody under the age of 18 and not allowed on this channel. I can't give you any ratings. It's got to be for over 18s. And all content on this channel are for entertainment and education purposes only, and in accordance with the Copyright and Consumer Acts, both in the UK and in the USA, and hopefully around the world. Any content may be transformed, may be reused, but only if you ask me first. You must email me via wiseangeluk@gmail.com, where I may or may not give you my permission. Hi, Sari. And there's the legalities out of the way. Milo is in a one. He's looking for the kids from next door. I've had to close the window, so if I get a bit hot, it's not my fault. I will tell you now, it's the kids next door shouting and screaming. And I will get hot. I'm using the Arcanum cards tonight, and I just want to have a look at a little something. So do I. I've now got me find the remote control. Oh, the moon. The moon. I think this means the deck are ready. So, what I would like to know from the cards before we get started with anything else is the boat people that are coming over from France. Will there be a law preventing them from working? And if they start to work illegally, will they be sent to either prison, or will they go straight back to France? So will the migrants who start working illegally go straight back to France? Four of Swords. Four of Pentacles and King of Cups. King of Cups. Don't think Keir Starmer's going to do that. He's going to say he's doing it. Because if you look at these cards, I'm going to move the crystals back. If you look at these cards, right, the Four of Swords, retreating, meditation and recovering. So once they start to recover from their ordeal of crossing the British Channel, these migrants, they're going to go straight to work illegally. The Four of Pentacles, we've got two fours together. The Four of Pentacles, they're coming because they want security and they want money. But some of the money that they work for, they've got to give to the people that sent them here in the first place. And that's the key. The key is the person sitting on the box. There's been rumours that some within the Labour Party, the red there, some within the Labour Party are actually the ones that have been trafficking some of them in. And that is just opinion and rumour. It's nothing concrete, but the cards tell a different story. That castle could be Westminster. And the clouds are starting to cover over Westminster. You can see that's very cloudy as well. Then we have the King of Cups. which I've already said I think is Starmer. The King of Cups is an amiable professional, family orientated, and he's meant to be fair and sincere. But if you look there, he's got the fish around him. In Japan, these fish would be lucky fish, but these fish here and the ones around his clothing and the scales on his necklace, to me, determine that he is a very slippery soul. And Mr. Starmer is in a lot of, not cold water, he's in a lot of hot water. And as you can see there is a shark. He's in shark infested waters here. And if I see it is, those people those fishes are his people. He's made promises he's not going to keep. He thinks we're all stupid, but he also makes those promises to his family. He never keeps his promises to his family either. So we have that he's not going to create a law just to prevent them from working here, and he's not going to turn as many boats back as he's promised, and it's going to cause a lot of unrest. No. Will there be more? Milo! Will there be more protests? Ten of Swords. He's got 10 swords in his back. There is going to be more protests across the country. He's getting stabbed in the back, stabbed in the front. Angela Rayner is getting ready to take over the reins, I'm afraid, everyone. So this isn't going to bode very well for us here in the UK. But the final ending is that we're going to have a liberation in most of the country. This is showing that Labour Party is going to go next election. So, Lady of the Lake, use your vote wisely. Because Labour Party is going. This is the last card I'm pulling for these. This is the reverse. The Lovers. Their love affair with the country is over. There's a lot of disharmony. And if you notice, it's a fair-haired woman, a dark-haired man. And who do these two look like? Who do they look like? Remind you of? I'm just saying. I'm saying like my mother there. Just saying. And that is roses growing around where they're just about to kiss. And the apple is fallen. The arrow with this being in reverse is going to fall straight through and just sever the apple, which means the Labour Party is done for, and hopefully it's done for in Sunderland, because we've had 40 odd years of Labour Party stranglehold in our city. 40 odd years, it's a long time to have one party in control. And I know for a fact there was a lot of dissent within the party locally, so there we are. I'm just going to have a drink. It's not alcohol, it's liquid death, it's sparkling water. Carbonated from the water from the Alps. And it's telling us to murder me first. And to be honest, it's the only fizzy water I've been able to drink. And that's not giving us constant wind. So, do we want to do the meditation? Return to the crystal cave? Yes, there is. People are asking for Trump to give up living in America and come over here, Lady of the Lake, and govern England. Don't want that. You can stay in America. We've got enough with the idiots we've got. Okay, we'll go into the crystal cave. Okay, going to bring down our divine protection. Been working very closely with Archangel Michael this week. So, Archangel Michael, I ask of you to bring down your divine protection of the highest order, and to protect myself, my home, my soul family who have joined me on this live stream tonight, my soul family over on TikTok who will be able to follow this as a repurposed restream, and anyone else who would like to watch it. I ask you to bring down your gold and white light and help us ground and protect ourselves. We will work from the head down to the tip of our toes. So I'd like you all to sit comfortably and visualize Archangel Michael's bright white and gold light come over your heads, starting with your crown chakra, coming down over your pineal gland, down through your throat chakra, where it will rest for a short while. Down over your shoulders, where it will go over your arms, down both your left and your right hand, down over to your fingers and your thumbs. Just gently wiggle your fingers and let the light energy circle around them. That's if you can. Let the light slowly move back up your arms, back up your shoulders, as it converges into the back of your neck, and slowly moves down your spine and down your torso, around your heart chakra, down to your solar plexus, where it rests, down to your tailbone, down over your hips, and then onto your thighs, over your knees, and your calves and shins, and then over your feet and toes, and then rooting you into the ground. You may feel a tingling sensation or a gentle warming sensation, as you would normally with Archangel Michael and his healing powers. You can either open your eyes or you can remain with your eyes closed. Take 3 cleansing deep breaths in through your nose. Hold and then out slowly through your mouth. I would like you now to visualize yourself walking through the cloisters of a monastery. You can feel a gentle breeze around you, a nice gentle cooling breeze. You keep walking and absorb the peace and the quiet. You walk until you come through the gates. Close the gate behind you and keep walking into the vast gardens. Keep walking until you find the gate that leads you to the path across the hillside. Keep walking along the hillside. You can hear the sea now. Keep walking and listening to the sea as you go. Take more deep cleansing breaths. You look to the right and you see the steps leading down the hillside, down to the sea. You slowly walk over to the steps and take the steps one at a time. It takes a short while for you to reach the bottom from the top, but you continue to feel protected. And you're receiving healing as you continue to walk down the steps. Once you're at the bottom, take a breath in of that sea air and look out to sea as far as you can see. You see the sea glistening under the sunlight. You walk off to the left and you walk along towards the seashore. You take off your shoes and you walk barefoot along the seashore. Feel grounded, protected and cleansed as you walk along. You walk another 500 meters and you see the cave system. You're drawn to the third cave on the right. and you keep walking in. You see a torch, fiery torch. You pick it up and you continue walking through the cave. You notice every sound and sight. The cave is literally glistening. It's glistening with clear quartz as you walk down. As you continue walking down and deeper into the cave, you notice the colours of the quartz changes from clear to a milky white and then to a pink. And then once you get into the middle of the cave, you notice there is a pool of water which is a beautiful aquamarine colour. And then your eyes are drawn up to the top where you see the cave has transformed again to a beautiful amethyst roof. You place your lit torch in the holder and you take a seat on the ground. And you sit cross-legged if you can, or whichever position you feel comfortable in. You sit and meditate for a while. And you hear a voice call your name. The voice calls you into the aquamarine healing pool. They reassure you that you will be fine and they will be with you every step of the way. You build up your confidence, you stand up and you walk into the pool. Once you were in the pool, you start feeling the buzz of the healing energy. And your guide comes along to help complete the healing process within the cave. They give you a message which is for you and for you alone. And I'm going to leave you here without my voice for a few moments. You will hear 3 rings of the bell when it's time to leave your guide and exit the pool. You pick up your torch and you start slowly walking back through the cave system. Once you get to the end of the cave, you put the torch back where you got it from and blow it out. And you exit the cave, retracing your steps back to the cloister, along the seashore, up the steps, into the monastery garden and back to the cloister. When I count to 3, you'll be able to open your eyes. 1, 2, 3. There we are. This can come back completely now. I'll just go and get the mile wine. Now, Milo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, how do you all feel? Okay. We'll now ask for healing specifically for other people. Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metatron and Archangel Sandalphon. I ask for you to take note and move close to Dr. Jason this evening, this afternoon, or whatever time of day it is around the world, and offer him some intense healing for the stroke he has had, and help him heal the way physicians should. Archangel Raphael, I ask for you to go and stand by his side and protect him and offer additional healing. I also ask you to go and visit Sari and her husband, as they require healing also. Blessed are the angels who walk among us each and every day. May they bless us, guide us and keep us, and offer us healing when it is required. Amen, amen, and everything in between. May you have a blessed day. Metatron is keeping his diligent notes of who needs extra healing, and he's assigning a cherubim to help with the healing. Metatron also gets called Megatron for some reason. Sandalphon keeps the information of who goes to the underworld. You're welcome. Right. Milo's let himself back outside. And I've already had my incense on. I daren't put any more on because it will set me smoke alarms off again. So, you're welcome, Sari. Some of you, including my friend Peter, over on TikTok, needs to heal their throats. With a bit of honey, lemon and ginger, a bit of rosemary and sage. Right. Sorry about rushing you all. I had to bring this further forward because the medication the doctor changed me to because they can't get my normal pain relief. I've got to take it at the same time of day every day, and it's twice a day instead of just once a day, and it makes us excessively tired come tea time. So, and by about 9-10 o'clock it knocks us out. And last night I went in my son's room, stood against his wall, slid down, and he thought I was drunk. So I wasn't. I can categorically say that. Right. Milo, that was just Tyrone. That frightened the living daylights out of you. I just want to look into the new party, which the party head is Jeremy Corbyn. I forgot what its name is. Lady of the Lake, are you still here? The new party name for Jeremy Corbyn's party. What is it? I can't remember myself. Will Jeremy Corbyn's party be a success? There's a lot of money gone into it. Ace of Cups. Two of Wands. Oh, he just wants his moment in the sun. Him and Diane Abbott, that's him and Diane Abbott. It's going to be a failure. Gone full circle and he's in reverse. So, right, Seven of Pentacles for Jeremy Corbyn's new party. He's been planning this for a while. It's up in the upright. He's been very patient and waiting to unleash it on the country. The Ace of Cups, Yes, he's healed from everything that's happened within the Labour Party, but he's very focused on what's happening in, I want to say, the Yemen, as well as Gaza. And his focus is on bringing peace in Gaza. However, it's got a bit of a spin on it with the Two of Wands. His future plans, and he wants total control and dominance of certain parts of the world. And he's looking out wistfully, and he thinks he could by closing our borders, he thinks he could bring peace and stop people from protesting, but he won't. He will cause more division because the trouble is already here. The Sun, Major Arcana, is in reverse for Jeremy Corbyn, and as I said, it was him and Diane Abbott, because as you can see, it's a white cherubim and a black cherubim. So this is in my view, it is depicting them. They've had their moment in the sun. This party is not going to be a success. It's going to be an abject failure. They're just throwing good money after bad. And because, I'm sorry, any Tommy fans here, but because Tommy Robinson is involved in this party now, it's going to go tatters up, basically. And you can see here the Three of Swords. The third sword is through the rose. That is the Labour Party's rose. That's their emblem. Him and Diane Abbott have just whacked that sword through the rose. This is them killing off the Labour Party as they see it. There's the petals falling one by one. You've got three main petals in that party. Starmer, Rayner, and the other one, the Chancellor. And there is a fourth one. They are going to fall, and it's all coming out in Jeremy Corbyn's cards as well. So the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is, yes, they're making difficult decisions. Yes, they're a self-regulatory party, but they've still got to adhere to parliamentary rules and things like that because they are still members of Parliament. And they're subject to the Parliamentary Regulatory Committee. However, yes, they have balanced viewpoints, but because they have a very controversial character within their ranks now, they think because he's with them now and not with Reform, they're going to gather the numbers that he was taking to Reform. That's total BS, because he's going, the criminality that followed him, the unwanted criminality that followed him, is going to follow him there. And now we have the Page of Cups. A Page of Cups, his cup has a fish in it, a goldfish, and he's standing in the water as well. So the Page of Cups is basically nurturing new relationships. And they're in a dream-like state of wonder and thinking, yes, we've got this party, it's fantastic, we're going places, but we're not. As you can see by the sun, they think they're going to pick up and pick up and pick up, but we've now got the world in reverse. The world in reverse is not a very good thing, because they are just, things will never end. It's just going to go round and round in circles and come back to bite them on the backside. I'll just pull one more card. And the Two of Pentacles has came out in reverse as well. So there's more downs than there's going to be ups and they're going to lose more money. But if you see here, we have the ships. One's coming and one's going. And the jester here is sitting laughing, standing laughing on one leg and saying, money's not infinite, and you cannot balance it. They'll not be able to balance the books. They'll not be able to get the numbers, but them ships will still come in. They'll still come and go. They're in for a rocky time. The waters are tempestuous, and the clouds are gathering around them. And that is what they're building their party on. Their party, their main game plan for Jeremy Corbyn's party is, we'll stop the boats, but you can see one going, one coming. One going, one coming. They're still going to end up here. Jeremy Corbyn will not stop them, because him and Diane Abbott believe in the humanity. They're going to be at odds with Tommy Robinson all the way along. We don't need a party like them. I'm going to send out some healing through the healing cards to them. We need some healing from our Lord then. And Diane Abbott doesn't, whether she's coming or going or she's been most of the time, and she cannot wear her shoes on the right feet. She often wears odd shoes, more than I wear odd socks. You're welcome, Lady of the Lake. That card speaks for itself. Don't confuse dishonesty with a difference of opinion. Everyone has their own take on a situation, and you are required to respect the differences. Only they don't respect what the country want and what the country need. They're not taking our differences of opinion. None of them are on board. Their opinion is the only opinion that matters. Anyone on TikTok wanted to know what these cards are? These are the Shadow Healing deck, the Aboriginal Shadow Healing deck. Suffering. We're a long-suffering country here in the UK, and thinking that no one knows the pain you're enduring is just another form of self-pity. But every soul experiences pain. It's what we do with the pain that defines our future. And it's interesting to see the colour of the back of this card, because recently the ladies of London came out in pink. That is a derivative of pink. They want to end our suffering by protesting wearing pink. We need to keep that movement going. Protest peacefully, not with violence. Violence doesn't solve anything. Peace for protests can solve a hell of a lot more. Get your message out a lot more. Overwhelmed. This is exactly how the country feels right now. We're feeling overwhelmed. Sharing responsibilities is not a weakness of character. In fact, it demonstrates the ability to trust in others and allows them the opportunity to participate. So they were sharing the burden. And I'm going to leave that reading there because I think the cards have spoken. We don't need another political party. We've got enough. We're overwhelmed with what we've got. And we need to sort our country out from the boots up. My opinion, the card's opinion. By the Aboriginal deck. Doesn't half come into its own when you're doing a political read, does it, everyone? What did you think of those two quick reads, the one before and the one after? So I don't see chat moving as chat frozen. I can't see me chat moving. I thought I'd frozen that. Saying I've only got 3 people in chat, but there was more of yous in there a minute ago. Said Martha Seri, Lady of the Lake, and I'm sure I had Lurker as well. I had Jennifer in, so there was more than that. Have you got any ideas of who else you'd like us to read on in the coming weeks? Martha, have you got any ideas of who you'd like us to read on in the next few weeks? Is there any cases, criminal cases? Oh, the Clintons. What's going on with the Clintons? Do I know? Has one of them been subpoenaed? Has Mr. Clinton been subpoenaed? We'll do Obama and Hillary. So far up one backside Clinton. Yeah. My cards. Will Hillary Rodham Clinton, and Barack Obama Will Barack Obama and Hillary Rodham Clinton be held accountable for their crimes to humanity. Do I need to go any further? Right, we'll start with the Nine of Swords and the Page of Wands here. Right, we have the Page of Wands with the Nine of Swords crossing over. So the Page of Wands is, they're confident that they won't end up in court. They won't be brought to justice. But we also have, there we are. But the page is actually standing in reverse, and he's also standing in lava. So the heat is on, and we also have a woman sitting here, all forlorn, saying, "Woe is me," with the little owl, white owl, and 9 swords. And she's saying, "I wish people would stop trying to stab me in the back, trying to have me arrested, trying to have me locked up. Milo, please, trying to stop having me arrested. All I did was support my husband." So they are both really anxious at the moment. Very, very anxious, because they don't know what Trump's next move is going to be. And as the 3 of Swords is in reverse as well, there's a lot of things up in the air, a lot of dark clouds hanging over them, and Hillary and Bill are living a separate life at the moment. They have been for quite a while. They only come out together to keep up appearances. Obama and Michelle, that's a different kettle of fish altogether. But Obama can be impeached. And the most he can get is a hefty fine. Hillary, on the other hand, she can take the fall for interfering with cases. The sun is in the upright. Again, it's the white and the black. And they've tried themselves to get everything sorted. They're trying to get all the ducks in a row, but the sun's going to burn them. They'll have minor success, but they are very optimistic of what's going to happen. 2 of Pentacles. They have the money. They have the money to balance things out a little bit, balance the corruption out. But one won't take the fall for the other. They're weighing out up the options. And she may even throw Bill under the bus. So just be careful. Just sit back and watch this. We have Strength in reverse, which is another major arcana, which is in the diagonal with the Sun, which is in the upright. So, Strength. That Strength would be together if it was in the upright. They're not feeling very courageous right now. They're feeling very deflated and very let down by their own judicial system. They're feeling very let down by their party. They're also feeling very let down by their spouses. There is going to be an Obama tell-all book, and it will be Michelle. Michelle will give a tell-all book of what he's been up to. And as she was just the spouse, he can't put a gagging order on her. We have the Four of Swords. He's in deep meditation, but he's upside down, in reverse. The swords are misfiring everywhere for them today. So the four of Swords. They are flying here, there, and everywhere. They are going to start in the next few months being seen out in the public a lot more. They're going to be on the offensive, not the defensive, and they're going to be smiling and happy. And woe betide them if they try anything on Trump and his team. Trump will be the one on the defensive, and he will do something and sure they both end up in court. They will try using the money with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, but the money will fail them. They're going to lose financial support from their party, financial support from their backers. The backers are going to start moving away from them. We also now have the King of Swords to finish everything off. He's in reverse. So the King of Swords is very indecisive, can't make a decision for himself. And he's saying, do I stay? Do I go? And I think the decision's about to be made for him. Hi, Lady K. I think Bill Clinton is going to have the decision made for him. She will go. But whether she goes to jail or not, that is a totally different thing. She may end up with a hefty fine that she cannot pay because the financial backing is gone. And Bill is on very shaky grounds himself. He can also be impeached in all of this crap. Because as I said before, she will throw Bill under the bus. Just like she'll throw Obama under the bus to save her own ass. Yeah. Hillary is a very slippery character. Very. Monica saw more than she actually did. Monica Lewinsky. She saw more than she actually took part in. Yes, the blue dress, but Monica knows about what went on. on Epstein Island. She knows what went on those Lolita Express planes as well. She's got a whole other story to tell. And she will tell it. As the Two of Cups says, this is Monica Lewinsky. This cup's all about love and falling in love. She fell in love with the job. She fell in love with being on TV. Fell in love with everything. But what she didn't like was the way she was made to be the scapegoat. She was predated by the president of the time, and possibly more than just him. And she will come out. I've never read her book. And I don't intend to. But she will write another book about what went on in Epstein Island and on the plane. She was there. I believe she fled America just to escape Hillary as well. Because Hillary would have offed her as well. And that I'm going to leave there. I am not going to pry into that tonight. But I know whose child she's not, and that's Obama's. So, I am not going down that rabbit hole tonight. I'm not going down it. Is she or isn't she Bill's tonight? We'll leave that for another night. We'll leave that for a family investigation. Right. I think I'll chicken out of that one. Yes, he was good looking and charming. And then he grew the bulbous alcoholic's nose. In my opinion. And opinions may vary. The only president in many, many years that worked really well with the British Prime Minister was an actor. And that actor was Reagan. Because Maggie Thatcher could manipulate him. She had him right where she wanted him. On the other end of the phone 24/7. Oh, Lady K, I'd love to read for you. Would you like it in private? Or would you like it online? I'll have a look. Because some of my emails have been disappearing. Yeah, Reagan. He was in Westerns, I believe. Or do you want one now, Lady of the Lake? I mean, Lady K, all these ladies. Because if you want to know anything specific and you want it to remain very confidential, we can do it one-to-one in private. It'd have to go over Zoom because I'm having big problems with Teams at the moment. That involves me sending you a link, invitation link to Zoom with me. Or because I don't know how to do it in private one-to-one on here. I didn't bite, as you know. I might have an acidic tongue when I pop into people's chats about certain people. So certain droopy boobed people who really need to go and get a bra fitted. Yeah. Well, just email me a date and time. I've had some strange people on TikTok, Lady K, sliding into my inbox, offering us readings. I says, have you not read my bio? No, why should we? I says, you're offering me all kinds of readings. I think you should read my. I says, I think you should read my bio. Hang on, I'll get my phone off its clip. I have had a few things going on, Lady of the Lake. Oh, there's somebody come to see us. Because I've had a change of medication and everything. Yeah, him and Nancy stayed married until death did their part. Oh, TikTok is wild. But I stay with the people who I know, who I've got to know. Some local people. Right. Where do you think? Oh. No, I haven't, Roy. Got a lot of stuff about Facebook. Hang on, I'll just give us 2 minutes. Because I know the Clintons have been subpoenaed to the Epstein inquiry. Right, I'll get rid of them and they might come through. Yeah, that's my Wise Angel account. Right, and I didn't get Peter's. I've just found Peter's email there as well. sending me these crystals. Just looking to see if I can find your email. As you can see, I'm just looking and I'm deleting some things. Right. I'll go through them tonight again before I go to bed. But things are landing in me spam which shouldn't land in me spam. And things are disappearing to other things that they shouldn't be going into. So nope, it's not in there. Right, give us 2 minutes. I need to go out the back because I think that incense has set one of my planters on fire. Oh, you wouldn't done it for a reason. Well, I've averted a fire. I've averted a visit from the firefighters. It is it should be in me bio, but there it is there as well. Please, and then I'll get you all booked in. I've got a pet moth knocking about as well now. So yeah, that was a beautiful sign. And yes, we got Milo visited as well. And yesterday, in the middle of me of a reading for Tony over on TikTok, we had both of them. We had both Milo and my mum's new dog, who we've had a week now. Tuxedo. And Tuxedo is getting as naughty as Milo. So they are both naughty boys today. Tuxedo nearly pulled my mum's blinds down. And Milo nipped Tuxedo's ears and then went to nip his legs. And it was a big no-no for Milo to nip Tuxedo's leg, in particular his left one, because that's the one what's got the tendonitis. So, and they both nearly got attacked in the park the other day as well, because some idiot of a woman, left her dog off the leash as soon as she got into the kid park where all the kids were playing as well, and they come flying towards our dog. So now both Milo and Tuxedo are going to be muzzled up. Right, I'm going to do a couple of naughty oracle cards and then I'm going to go because I can feel that new medication kicking in. It's starting to make me feel extremely tight and I don't want to yawn on a live because I'll have you all yawning. Lady K, are you live later on? Yes, I've got that, Lady of the Lake. Got that through. And I'm gutted me local pen shop's closing down. Because I caught your replay. We've got the Grumpy Wizard. There we are. I'll pull these and then we'll get going. So we have the Grumpy Wizard. And the Grumpy Wizard is saying, release your anger safely. As long as you release your anger safely, don't go battering anybody over the head with a mallet. Write it down in a book. Swear your head off. Scream and shout at your neighbours. If you wish. Just don't do anything illegal to get yourselves locked up unless you are all droopy there. Okay, a shit full shadow side. Balance your good, your bad and your ugly. Some people cannot even balance the bad and their ugly, let alone asking them to balance their good. So that's a feat beyond some people. And thankfully I keep away from those sides of YouTube now. I stay on the happy, joyful and peaceful side. So I'm balancing me good and me bad by getting over on Tickety Talk. But actually I'm hanging around on Tickety Talk with some very spiritually aware people. And I've helped somebody cut the cords over there as well. Well, yes, because the Lions Gate's open and it will close on the 15th. So you've got a few more days yet. At least I'm just getting knocked straight out. I am not having any weird dreams at the moment, touch wood. Okay. Shitting rainbows kind of day. If you've been feeling a little bit guilty of something, over something, just release that guilt and sit on the pot and shit your rainbows. Because we know there's a royal feeling really guilty over something. And the Charity Commission came out with a statement today as well, stating that there was no bullying going on in Centre Balia charity. And I'd like to beg to differ, but I don't know the whole facts. So we know the fact. We were told some facts, but were they facts or were they fiction? Just to get rid of him from the charity. Yeah, it's sometimes difficult for all of us, Lady K, but I try and Dogs often do, Jennifer, because they're grieving as well. Milo went off his food for a few days after Ben passed, and after my uncle passed, Ben stopped eating. He stopped eating for about a week, so we thought he was going to go with him, but he lived another few years after that, so he'll get back on his food. If you saw me community page today, the little post I wrote, I did bump into a young lass. She looked quite troubled. She was sobbing her heart out when I bumped into her. I was only going for some water so I could tend to my uncle's resting place. And she was literally sobbing her heart out, proper heaving sobs. And anyone who knows us knows I cannot let anybody pass us like that. So I just asked her if she was alright, and she walked over to us. And she just stood there, sobbing. I says, just let the tears flow. Just let them flow. And we'll talk through. And then she told us our partner had died of renal failure, which ended with her lungs filling with fluid. And that's what took her life. And she was only young. And she says, but our parents let us keep our cat. She went, so I've got custody over our cat and the kitten, and they're both fighting. She says, but the cat went hiding under the bed for a few weeks, wouldn't come out. I says, the cat was grieving too. And she went, oh, I didn't realise pets grieved just like we does. And by the time she left, me and these other two women had her cracking up with laughter, because she'd mentioned a partner had one of those what we call pure cremations, where you just go on your own. And I says, well, I says to my son that when I go, I want one of those pure cremations, and I says, and my ashes chucking out to sea, so I can travel the world round by the sea. I says, and I didn't want anybody eating me sausage rolls, so I didn't want to work either. And they just started peeing ourselves after. And then these two older ladies turned around. They went, no, we're not having works either. We're having our party before we began, because we didn't want to miss out. And then we're gonna have our pure cremations when we're gone. But once we've gone, we're coming back to haunt anybody who decides they're having a wake for us, and we're gonna pull them all out of bed. And that was it. She went, I feel a lot lighter now. I feel better. Thank you for you three. She says, you've made us feel a lot better. And now she says, I can face going back home. She went, I've just been up the crib to put some flowers down. She says, and write in the book. I says, write her a letter, tell her how you're feeling, and just leave the letter on the side, or leave it somewhere where she would have picked it up. And she says, I think I'll do that. So I think I've made a difference in somebody else's life this week as well. That's 2 people I've helped move on a little. So Jennifer, you love Lady K's channel once you get on there. We'll have a good laugh in the chat, and we'll have a good laugh with Lady K, because she is absolutely crackers. And if I'm not there myself during a live, I'm usually there as part of the replay crew. And yes, Sharon is dead grieving, but she looked absolutely ghastly. But that is the Ozempic as well. So, but they said whichever one of them went first, the other one would follow soon by going to the Dignitas clinic in Switzerland. So I wouldn't be surprised if Sharon's gone as well in the not too distant future. Right. I'm going to love yous and leave yous, and I'm going to say thank you so much for joining us tonight. I love yous all to pieces. And I'm going to get myself off to bed because this medication absolutely zonks us, and I will be falling asleep soon because I am starting to yawn, and that fit my eyes are like droopy dogs now. So I've got eye bags on top of suitcases now. So if anybody lives around my area, they'll see us rolling my suitcases around under my eye bags now. And I'm going to get that monster of a dog in and pull him to bed. So thank you for joining me, and email me when you want to book in, and I work around your time zones as well. Right, I'm off. Because I'm starting. Right. Good night, God bless, and I'll catch you in your own live streams.